Alright, so this is how to print a poster. So let's say if you went to Google or something, you'd want to make sure you could get the largest picture you can, because the smaller the picture, if you try to make a big poster, it's going to come out pixelated and it's not going to look good at all. So you want to make sure you have a good, nice picture that's at least, I'd say like 1200 by 900 pixels or something like that. So this one isn't a very big picture at all, but I'm just going to use it as an example. So once you have your image in Photoshop, you just want to go to File and Print. Okay, so the printer you want to choose will either be the EPL 6200 or the wide format printer. So you want to click on that and then go to Page Setup, Format 4, EPL 6200 or wide format, whatever one's there. Now you want to go to paper size, and you'll see 23 by 35 or 35 by 23 in here. And if it's not there, you want to go to Manage Custom Sizes. And if it's not in here, all you want to do is click the plus button and it'll come up and make a whole new one. Click on that, change the name to 23 by 35. And then you want to change your paper size to 23 and your height by 35. But since it's already there, we really don't need it. You want to go to 23 by 35, which is portrait. And then hit OK, and you can see the picture is really small, so you want to do scale to fit media. And it'll come up really pixelated and look like crap, but it's just an example, so it really doesn't matter. So after you set all that up, you want to go to Print, and you want to click on Layout. And you'll see either Printer Settings or Printer Features. I'll cover the Printer Features one in a different video, but this is how to set it up if it's Printer Settings. So you want to click on Printer Settings. The page setup, you don't want it to be roll. If you have it on roll, it'll completely screw up the image and distort it and everything. You want to make sure it's on sheet. And then the media type, you want to go to matte and make sure it's on double weight. And after that, you can click print and it'll send the image to the printer and it'll be ready to print. Alright, so this is how to set up the printer if the settings are a little bit different than the last video. Still go to Print, same way. Go to Printer. Now on this one, it's the wide format instead of the EPL 6200, so we'll select that one. Go to Page Setup. You want to select the wide format again. And then on paper size, as you can see, the custom sizes aren't there. So you want to go to Manage Custom Sizes, add one, click on it. Name that 23 by 35, change the width to 23, the height to 35, and then make one more that is 35 by 23, and then make that 35 by 23, and then hit OK. Now, since it's a portrait picture, you want to do 23 by 35, and hit OK. Now, as you can see, the picture's still really small, so just scale to fit, and then hit Print. Now click on Layout, and instead of Printer Settings, Printer Features is there, and that's a little bit different. So where it says Media Type, click right here, and just find double weight matte paper. And once you have that, you can print.
Alright, well, after you're done doing the settings on the computer, you're going to want to find your piece of paper that you want to use to put into the poster to make your poster. Paper that we use here is this Cougar. Yep, you want to make sure it's 100 pound, it's 23 by 35. Make sure it's this paper. You can see it's pretty large. I think your image will probably use most of this. Probably at least 75%. There's already a sheet of paper in here right now. What would you do to release this sheet of paper is that you would use this secured. It's unsecured right now, and just go like that, and it will become unsecured, thus making it easy to take out of the poster. You want to put it down here and line it up within the inch and millimeter right there. And you want to just, it's not hard at all, just slide it right through. As you can see, there's some lines right here, and you want to line the paper up, not directly on the line, but very close to it.
Doesn't really matter.
When your paper is properly lined, you want to take the lever that says release and put it into the secured position. When it's in the secured position, the paper is ready to go, and you just have to wait for it to be printed.
One more thing is, usually there's a suction setting on the printer, and usually with portrait pictures, when you're putting it in the poster, or when you're putting it in the printer, it falls through really easy and you can't line it up very good. So if you hit the top button, that turns the suction up. And one more thing, you can see a sheet and a roll right here. And you want to make sure if you're putting a sheet of paper in, that the picture on right there is an actual sheet, not roll. If it's on roll, which will be that one on the right, then it won't print right. You want to make sure it's on sheet. And all you do by that is just press over, and you can tell that it's changing. That one sheet, that one is cut the sheet when it's done, and that one is just keep it on the sheet. Where the sheet paper is located is back here behind the printer. Lift this up. There's none on it right now, but when there is, all you do is you pull this down and feed it through, just like you do with the piece of sheet, but that's usually used for bigger pictures that, you know, can't fit on 23 by 35. Like if you want to do like a life-size portrait of somebody or something like that, you usually use like roll paper for that. So that's pretty much how you set up the printer.
This is the picture. We couldn't print out a poster because the ink thing's all messed up, but this is close enough for an example. Our lovely assistant Sarah here will put this into the cutter. You want to line it up when you're cutting it. Line it up, not directly with it, but where it cuts. Most of the time you can just judge it. You want to grab this thing right here, which is the cutter, and go right through it, getting rid of that excess paper. Make sure, but sometimes when you line it up, it might look straight from this point, but it'll be like slightly off and be down, like kind of like a hill. You don't want that. You want to be really careful of that. It could turn the image into something like it was once great into something horrible just because of cutting it. So this is actually a very important step through this. You want to take all sides like this and just keep doing it. I mean, you can see the measurements here, but this isn't really like a production job thing, so it's not really that important. And as you can see, all the excess paper is gone, and the image now looks beautiful.
Wow!